Man, what's up, everybody? This is Life,
What it do, y'all? It's your boy Swello.
What's up? It's Marlon. How are y'all?
and this is Just Do the Damn Thing podcast.
Do the damn thing, do the damn thing, yeah. Do the damn thing, do the damn thing, yeah. Do the damn thing, do my damn thing. I'ma do my damn thing. I'ma do my damn thing.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Just Do the Damn Thing. Right now, we're about to get in our segment Product of the Week. So the product of this week is our love t-shirt, because we got to spread the love, man. That's what it's all about. It's only the black one. It's normally $32.99, but now it's $27.99, so that's $5 off that thing. So you can go to www.theomgbrand.com, hit clothing, and just do the damn thing. So, Suelo, what are we getting into, man?
All right, guys. Thank you for tapping back in with us for another episode of Just Do the Damn Thing Live. Today's episode, we got Marlon Mackey with Tonight We Are as a guest. And we're going to go over some topics, some few things. We might learn something new today, and then we're going to hop into some of their stuff. But to set it off, excuse me, today's topic is, why do we do the things we don't like to do? Right? It's kind of deep. Joe, you want to start it off?
Oh, sure. So I didn't really know exactly how to approach this,
Okay.
but I think we do things out of loving ourselves and loving others.
Okay.
So, like, most of the time, I don't necessarily want to wash my dishes.
Right. I don't think anybody does.
But I love myself enough to be a cleanly person. I love my wife enough to know that she likes our household clean. So
sure.
I'm going to do those things because ultimately I love myself and my wife and people around me. So I'm gonna make sure I keep it clean in this place so that when they come over, they know they can trust that the place is clean.
Right.
The same thing with everything else that I do. I love music and I do music because I love it.
Right.
Even though that is actually something I love, but it's something I hate. In the process of making music, I don't necessarily like mixing and mastering necessarily.
Right.
But I love my music so much that since I know that it costs a lot more to to send it to somewhere else to mix it,
Okay. Right. Right.
I have a goal financially, so I'm gonna use my talents to be able to do it myself that way.
Right, yeah.
And I love myself enough to do that.
Even though you don't like to do it.
Even though I don't like to do it, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it because I know it's gonna make sense for me.
Yeah.
But that's technically with everything. Everything that I don't like to do, I do it because I love someone or myself, and that's
Yeah.
just what I take care of.
Yeah. No. And that's what I say about life every single day. Right. Whenever I see somebody that doesn't take care of themselves, doesn't take care of their car, their house, I always think, oh, that person doesn't love themselves enough, or that person hasn't really tapped into who they really are to learn who they are. If they did, they would love themselves and treat themselves like a god.
Exactly.
So yeah, I agree with that statement 100%.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Because when you
You got something to say?
no, go ahead, Martin. Try it.
You know, sometimes I'm thinking about what I don't like to do.
Right.
I'm trying to think about the things that I really don't like to do.
Uh-huh.
And nowadays, I'm living in an atmosphere where everything that I do, I truly love.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily that I don't like to do it. It's just this thing called discipline.
Yes.
That is the thing that at the end comes from a love
Exactly.
for self, or love for those around you. That makes you do the things that are hard. There's a song that I listened to by Bobby McFerrin that says, "For those that have been changed by it, no discipline is pleasant at the time, but painful." You know what I mean? So it's painful to do some of the things we don't like to do, but at the end of the day, it's worth something. So then I'm hearing you guys think about some of the things that I didn't like to do.
Right.
I don't necessarily like lifting weights, but I know it's necessary in certain standpoints.
Right.
Even if I'm not lifting weights, I have to do some sort of exercise to truly love my own body.
Take care of
To
it
truly
as
love
you should.
myself, because if I'm not good physically and mentally, how can I be good for someone else?
Man, you're
Like,
hitting
so
home right now.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth?
Exactly.
I
So-
messed around and played basketball with my 14-year-old son.
Okay.
A few days ago,
Still feel it.
still feel it.
Oh man.
Whole body's like, what are you doing? So yeah, you're hitting home when you're talking about taking care of your body.
Yeah.
But some of the things that I didn't like to do, they brought negative things on my life. For instance,
Right.
like being a recluse or like being not able to shine like how you ought to or want to. I didn't like, staying in the shadows for the most part, or like being trapped up. Those things had negative effects. So I'm thinking about like the things that that are bad for you that you don't like to do typically have negative effects.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? But the things that are discipline based all have glorious effects.
Oh, for
You know
sure.
what I mean? So it's not necessarily like it's bad. It's just yeah, man. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
and then so he basically took the words out of my mouth. That's what I was gonna say on mine.
Yeah.
Was that we mostly do it because of the discipline, because
Right.
we know that the outcome of it is gonna benefit us.
Period.
Right. So then,
Exactly.
like for example, right. So it was Wim Hof is the dude's name. I just remembered it.
Yeah.
Wim Hof. Right.
Yeah.
So I do the Wim Hof method, right?
Yeah.
I do the Wim Hof method every morning. I do the breathing.
Come on now.
Right, and I do the cold showers.
Yep.
And I don't like doing the breathing. It's boring. I'm laying there. It takes like 30 minutes. That's like 30 minutes of my day.
Right.
But I know it's gonna benefit me.
Yeah.
The cold showers. Who likes cold showers?
Mercy. Talk
So
about
the only time I like cold showers is now, because it's hot as hell outside.
Exactly when it's hot.
Yeah.
Right. That's it.
Literally,
Just to
if I
cool
was
down.
just outside sweating, skateboarding,
Yeah.
Right.
when I come home, I'm sweating, so I'm gonna take a cold shower.
Yeah.
Or somewhat cold.
Exactly.
But I don't want it to be freezing.
Right. Right. So that's why I do the breathing method. I do the cold showers, because I know in the end I'm gonna get glorious results,
Mercy,
like Marlon
yes.
said. And I have seen a benefit in my life, and that added to my meditation, added with my exercise. Like, I don't always love doing those things, right?
Exactly.
But I do them
Yeah.
because of the discipline, and I know that I'm gonna benefit greatly for them.
Exactly. Just like, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
So just like, I actually don't always like skateboarding, believe it or not. There's
Okay.
some times where I skateboard and I just don't feel up to it. But once I get into the swing of doing it, like while I'm in that moment,
Right.
the other switches
It just
on to
turns
where I
on
start
for
to
you,
love
huh?
it. I start to love it.
Yeah.
Because like I love it at heart. It's my favorite thing to do.
Right.
But at some times when you're in that mode, just like you playing basketball with the 14 son, it doesn't feel good
No.
in the beginning. but the outcome is just so glorious. 'Cause
Right.
for you, you're bonding with your 14-year-old son.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, we got
that's
stories
another
forever.
thing.
We have the
Man,
Yeah.
it's amazing. And for me, with skateboarding, yeah, I mean, like the feeling, but it's the same thing. Like the people around me, I love bonding with the other skateboarders that are there. I like how free it makes my mind when at the end of the day, how
Right.
my legs start to actually warm up and feel
Yeah.
good and everything like that. So yeah, like you said, there's always a glorious outcome. I like that.
You're hitting everything. Waking up in the morning, breathing, cold showers, all that stuff is exactly what that's precisely it. I don't like, my bandmates will tell you that I have a thing for certain situations. If I don't feel it,
Right.
it's just everybody's gonna know about it. Just
Okay.
because I don't like being in front of people sometimes. Just because it's like, you got to be in front. You got to
It's a
shuck
waste
and
of
jive.
time.
You're there to play music, and
Yeah.
then people are there for serious occasions or whatever, and it's a whole thing. You feel the vibe of everybody, but then just like you said, once you understand that you're there,
Right.
there's nothing you can do about it, and you're there.
Be there.
Be there. Be there.
Exactly.
You can be there. You can be there. And you've already expressed your little, because pouts and brattiness, I just call them brattiness when you just turn into a little diva or whatever.
Right.
Those aren't bad. Just express yourself. Let it out.
Let it out.
And then let it go. Let it
Let
out.
it go.
Let it, and
That's
let
the
it go.
key, is to let it go. Some
Let
people
it-
don't let it go.
Some people will take a little moment, and linger it for years.
Yeah, for years.
For years.
That's that
Unconsciously.
festering
Unconsciously, they'll
buildup.
have it build up, and it's like you can easily just have a moment and be like, "Oh, this sucks,"
Get over it.
and
Let
you're
it
in
go.
it.
Yeah.
And then you're skating and you're
skating
popping
and
like,
you're popping,
and
and
then for me, it's For instance, man, last night it was a cool little thing, man. I had a moment when somebody told me to turn my music down, bro. You know what I mean?
Was it like at your house?
No, we were at an establishment. I'm not gonna say no names,
Oh,
but
okay.
we were at an establishment around town,
Okay.
and one of the the big wigs was like, turn it down.
Okay.
And first off, he didn't know that I was already having an issue walking in with all my speakers, back hurting.
Yeah.
I had to get here. Then I had to go in there and build up a energy for
Right.
the people who don't know that all the music I'm doing is my own. You know, if you're gonna be an artist, you're being artsy and you're pouring your heart out to people.
Yeah, for sure.
So I had to like cut through the everything, and then so the crowd was with us, man. And
Yeah.
it was a trio. My bass player was out of town, so it was just a deconstructed trio, and it was cool, man. We had a cool little vibe.
Yeah.
And then somebody just came and threw some salt on it and was like, turn it down. And I was
no.
like, ugh. And I could have easily, me 2 years ago, bro,
2 years ago. That's not that long ago.
not that long ago. I'm a fledgling in this thing, man. You know what I mean? Me 2 years ago would have easily disconnected everything because I was a brat and I was ego.
You just disconnected
I
and
was
walked
just-
out.
Oh, easily.
Okay.
They don't pay me enough to sit up here and take. I'm Marlon, and I should be able to do my stuff. But
Right.
last night I was like, you know what? Let it go, and it turned into a whole different party, and it was
Exactly.
cool, man.
And that's the thing.
Exactly.
You never know what it's gonna turn into.
yeah.
You know? That's why you got to stop fighting what's in front of you. Just
Yeah.
accept it for what it is.
You can't stop. It's already. I used to hate that term. It is what it is.
Right?
That was the biggest cop out to me. My sister would tell me that all the time.
Yeah.
Now that's
get it.
pure truth.
So
You
much
get it.
truth in it.
It's pure truth.
So much
It
truth
is
in it.
what it is. Then you can
And
do
now
it.
you could either be with it,
Right.
or you can fight against it. But at the end, you're only hurting yourself.
You're only hurting
You're
yourself.
putting way too much energy out there, and it's not worth it.
No,
It's pointless.
it's
Yeah.
pointless.
So just get with it.
Just get through the thing that you don't like. Get through the thing that is hard at the time. Get through
Right.
just like even the things that we love to do. Sometimes the discipline comes in, and you got to
Exactly.
keep going.
Exactly.
Get through that, and man, you'll have a good time.
Exactly.
100%.
Exactly.
100%,
Heck
man.
yeah.
We kind of all have the same kind of
Yeah.
outlook on it. Like it's just saying it in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
So like even though I'm saying love actually, if you love yourself fully, you start to have discipline.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Discipline is the ultimate form of self-love.
exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
That's it. If you don't have the discipline to take care of yourself, truly love yourself, I mean, you have nothing. Like that's not real love. You know, here's the thing with the culture that we live in nowadays. If I want to get this out there real quick, like there's a lot of people, you know, love myself, you know, regardless of the size, regardless of this, regardless of that. I'm like, yeah, it sounds good on the outside, but deep down, how truly happy are you with yourself? You know, I think it takes ultimate discipline, and you really have to fight yourself, fight the darkness within you. That's where you'll find the true love. You know, so that's all I'm saying is, you know, if you're going down that route, the love yourself route, really get into the nitty gritty, the dirty, the nasty
Shadow
that
of
is the shadow, your shadow self. You got to get into that. That's where you'll find true love.
Yeah. Because just like I said earlier, I do things out of love of myself and others. Just like we go back to my daughter. Like I am starting to be more of a financial literacy person, but also of a health nut, because I'm wanting to get back to my healthy self. So when I'm not in that position when they're 14 or whatever, and I can still
Right.
I can still run circles around.
You know,
them
you look
because-
like you're in great shape.
Yeah,
Bless
yeah.
you, bless you. Thank you. I'm
He's not in bad shape
not
at
in
all.
bad shape.
Right.
I'm not in the best of shape.
But you're not in
There's
bad
that.
shape.
Yeah,
There.
Terrible.
I'm not in
There
bad
you
shape.
go.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm in that kind of somewhat bad shape, and I'm starting to become into medium shape or whatever.
Right, because you
now.
want to be there for
So
your daughter.
I want to be there for my daughter. I want to be able
Yeah.
to do things with my daughter, because I know when you're young, we were young at one point. We were running all over. the
Yeah,
place. I
all
played-
over, and you gotta have
played
the
soccer,
energy.
basketball, all kinds of stuff, and running around playing tag with your friends. I want
Yeah.
to be able to do that with my daughter.
Yeah,
Instead of being like, oh, I'm so tired, girl. Daddy will be there in a minute. Nah.
Yeah, just pull up the lawn chair and just watch
Watch
her.
her. Nah.
Yeah, no.
You need to really bond with your child.
My motivation is a little bit different, man. I want to be that 50-year-old dude. That's that dude. You know what I'm talking about?
Same.
You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, 100%.
Grayed
That's me.
out, freaking beard, just like all chiseled out. It doesn't
Yeah.
start when you're 50.
No.
It starts now.
Yeah, it
Exactly.
starts now.
Before you get 50. You know what I mean? And I have a really good man. My dad, he's 70 plus, just about. He'll be 71 this year.
Okay.
Still going to the gym.
Oh, nice.
Still mean, man. Still mean.
Yeah.
Still cut.
Uh-huh.
And it didn't start. He didn't start when he was 65. He
Yeah.
started when he was, from the time I can remember. He's always, and so
As
just
it
that,
should be.
as it should be, and that discipline that he has, I want.
Yeah.
And just that whole idea of
It's good that you had somebody to actually model
it.
after.
Oh, yeah.
To see it.
yeah. And that's motivating to be a part of. So
That's beautiful.
there's nothing that right now that is too hard that doesn't have a big finish or like a big payout, man. So discipline. And then when you find your love for yourself, it's so much easier to love somebody else.
It's impossible to love somebody else unless you love
Come
yourself.
on, man.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
Exactly.
Come on.
Right?
We talk about
We talk about that. We
all the time.
all the time.
My big journey that I've been going through is quit drinking.
There you go.
I went through a divorce a few years back, and we went through a separation, and just learning how to forgive yourself.
Yes. Oh my
that
God.
guilt-
That's the hardest thing.
Man.
Nobody else is in your head when you're sleeping,
No, it's just
except you.
It's just you.
Exactly. So
And
no
then
one
you're the
really
one
gives
thinking
it.
about all the
all
stuff
kinds
that you
of
did. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And it's because it's easy to blame somebody else when you're
Right.
not really going through your work. Oh, well, she
Amen.
did that. She did that. This, not the other. But then when you're actually getting down, like you said, the nitty
Look in the
gritty,
mirror.
Uh-huh.
that
you
mirror's
look in the
popped
mirror.
up, and you're like, oh, wait,
Oh,
It's just
man.
you and you.
it's just you and you, man.
Man, I see features I never thought I had.
I'm looking at stuff I didn't even know was
yeah.
a thing, and then
Oh,
you start
yeah.
to cleanse that out, and that's hard,
Oh yeah.
Man.
That's the hardest thing to do.
man. That's tough. But once you get through it, it becomes a practice, and it's easy.
Exactly. It becomes a practice. You build that discipline,
Yeah.
and it becomes easy. And it's just you. It's just who you are.
Yep.
From that point going
Yep.
forward.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I think
Yeah,
we
man.
kind of said everything for that particular part. You want to actually
Oh,
move?
yeah, guys. So before we move on to the next segment, we want to know what you guys think.
Exactly.
Is there a reason why you guys do the things you guys don't like to do? Drop the comments. We did get a comment right here from Jess. Said, good example, men watching shows, movies for their girl because they love them, but they don't want to do it. There it goes. That's me. Because
Well, we do it because we know the end result is,
Hello.
come on, man. We will sit through a chick flick. Come on, man. We'll watch it. What are we chilling? So this is the part where we Netflix, but we're gonna chill later.
It builds up, you know what I mean? Yeah, no, but yeah,
Watch
because
Notebook so
my
many
wife,
times.
yeah, no, because right, no, me and my wife just watched that like 2 weeks ago, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, for sure. Oh my
my
God, yeah,
gosh.
that's actually my wife right there.
yeah.
Yeah, commenting. So yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
Discipline is everything.
yeah,
That's all-
discipline
yeah.
is everything for
That's it.
sure. But yeah, guys, you guys got something to say? Drop it down below. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next segment, which is Today I Learned. So here at Open Mind Group, we like to keep open minds and learn something new every day.
Oh man.
Learn something that we never knew before.
Exactly. So that's today. I'm sorry. I just saw another comment on YouTube, but
Oh, okay.
he was just saying. Keith Knox was just saying. Sounds like a song. You and you.
You and you. Oh,
Yeah.
that's dope. Yeah, man. Well, let's do something,
something.
Keith. Talk to us.
You and you. Well, all right.
Yeah,
all
let's
right. You
talk
and
to
you.
us.
We have 3 people right here.
do it.
And Keith, better start making some beats again. But anyway, let's go to Today
All
I
right.
Learned.
All right. So if you're not sure how this works, Marlon, we take turns reading these headlines and then we just give our reactions to
All
it.
right.
So I'll go ahead and start it off. Today I learned Michael Jackson wore white tape on his fingers so that audience members further away could see his fingers and follow the moves he made with his hands while dancing. He wore white socks so they could similarly follow his feet. That's genius.
Oh.
That's smart.
That's
From far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't even. I just thought it was a style.
Yeah, it was just a swag,
Swag,
right? Yeah.
Man.
But
Band-Aids
he
or
actually
something.
had an actual reason why he did it.
Yeah,
Paper cuts or-
baseball players, catchers tape their fingers too when they
Yeah.
give signs to
Yeah.
the pitcher, so
They
it stands
see it.
out. They can see it.
I know that.
Yep.
Because I used to play hella baseball.
What?
But I just
sense,
didn't.
dude. Yeah.
I just never
Yeah,
made
exactly.
the connection with Michael Jackson and that though.
No, me either. I thought you just liked to wear white socks.
Yeah. That's dope.
All right,
next
Joe,
one.
go and take the next one.
Today I learned Tupac Shakur was a member of the Baltimore Young Communist League and dated the daughter of the director of the local chapter of the Communist Party USA.
Oh, I'm gonna have to pass on that, Tupac. I'm gonna have to pass on the communism, bro. I love the music, but no, pass.
It was just the daughter of the person, you know.
No, he was a member of the Baltimore Young Communists. No, thank you.
He may or may not have.
Can we fact check that?
It is from Wikipedia, so you're right. It probably should be fact checked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for
Man.
sure.
That sounds like something.
Dibble dabbled in it.
I'm calling cap on this.
Yeah.
Probably. You want to go ahead and take the next one?
Yeah. Today I learned Nature Boy Ric Flair lived up to his name in 1970 by surviving a lightning strike. The lightning bounced off his umbrella and hit a man behind him in the eye, killing him.
What? Killed?
So I kind of want to say cap on this too, because this is
This is
just like
crazy, right?
This is some Final Destination ass.
Right? Like the guy
The
stood
person
behind
behind
him
him
and said, oh,
had some shit coming.
no, yeah, so the guy thought it was going to hit him. Oh, I'm good, I'm safe. But then, nah, Final Destination, buddy. Like, when it's your time, right?
Yeah, I found the ESPN article, the same thing. It's real.
Oh,
It's
okay.
real?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Was that in Florida?
Probably.
You know what I mean? Florida.
Yeah, it's known for that.
Yeah, man.
Crazy,
Not
all
to
the
knock anybody on
hurricanes,
Florida.
All the
lightning,
hurricanes and-
yeah.
Man.
Florida. They got alligators.
I
that just snatch up people.
visited there twice, and I will never want to go back.
Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where did you visit that you didn't want to go?
Virginia?
Oh, happened
what,
in
what
Virginia?
part of Virginia?
Richmond.
Richmond. That's I fly out of Virginia.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
the airport.
It was at the airport?
Yeah.
What?
That's insane.
Man.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, but what part of Florida did you
Oh,
visit?
yeah, that you don't want to
Oh.
go back to.
Well, I just all the parts. Like I went to.
Because I've never been. I want to go
I
to
flew
Florida.
into Miami, but I also went. I also went to what is it called? It's one of like it's one of the richest places.
Key
in
West,
Florida.
Pensacola?
No, not Pensacola. I know about Pensacola.
But why don't you want to go back? Because that Miami sounds beautiful.
So, okay, I think I just went at the wrong time because I went in at the time where it was like the most humid.
Yeah, that's one thing that I can think
yeah,
of is the
August
humidity.
time
Yeah.
frame.
And there was the mosquitoes are on a whole different
Oh,
level.
yeah.
Oh, bigger than hats, dude.
They're
They're
full
huge.
They're
grown
like,
mosquito.
there we go, Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale.
That's where I went. Thank you,
Oh,
Keith.
okay.
I think I actually told you that when I when I went there.
That's
But yeah,
hilarious.
I went to Fort Lauderdale, and yeah, I went skateboarding, and 5 minutes in,
Oh,
it
yeah,
felt like
drenched in
somebody
sweat.
just threw water bucket at my face.
There's nothing you could do about it.
And
Like,
it's not, and it doesn't. And the crazy thing is the touch on the feel on your skin doesn't feel hot at all. It's the humidity that like pulls sweat. It's
Yeah.
like pulling sweat out
Right.
of your body instead of just randomly
Right.
sweating because it's hot.
Right.
It's just
Mud
it's,
soup.
Okay. All right. So next one. Today I learned the Alice in Chains EP Jar of Flies was originally recorded by the band in order to test their chemistry with their new bassist Mike Inez. They had no plans to release the tracks until the label heard them. It went on to become the first EP to debut at #1 on the Billboard charts. Nice. Alice in Chains. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little young. I don't think I ever heard of that
oh,
band.
Alice in Chains is
oh,
dope.
Yeah. What kind of
Yeah.
music is that?
It's like grunge.
yeah.
It's like
Okay.
polished grunge. I'm a man in a box. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, I got you.
It's a type of rock, pretty
Yeah,
much.
you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. That's exactly sound just like the dude.
Okay.
that guy, then Rooster. He found a way to kill me. They did harmonies, man. Here they come to snuff the rooster. Yeah, dude, Seattle.
it is.
Yep.
Yeah, hell yeah. Alice in Chains.
Alice in
boy.
Chains is dope.
Joe?
Today I learned ostrich farms routinely have difficulties getting male ostriches to breed because they often find their human caretakers more attractive than the female.
I don't even want to
And
do
the
this
female
anymore.
ostriches.
I'm leaving. Thank you, guys.
What does that mean though?
Who
Like,
pulled that up? And why did they write that? Where are you looking at? What kink is this?
what came across your brain right to look this up and post it? No, but like, I want to know, are there any humans like really participating?
Of course.
Oh my
Women,
goodness.
if there's women out there
Listen,
messing
man.
with dogs and
Ah.
they're messing with anything.
I hope you guys aren't
Dark.
touching ostriches like that.
That's dark. It's the truth. It's not. You're not even lying. I wish you were lying.
Because I would think right after getting shut down so many times, I'd be like, all right, maybe I should go over here with my kind. You know what I mean? But if they, you know,
Man, on the real though.
if they're they must be getting something, you know. Oh my goodness gracious.
This is on a whole nother level of what the hell.
Pray for us, Lord.
Please send the mercy of all the angels.
Send all the angels at once.
Lord.
It's on you,
That
Mark.
hurt my heart. Today I learned that no songs debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts for 40 years until 1995, when it happened 4 times.
1995 was the year, I guess.
What
Debut-
song debuted at #1?
Was 4 of them apparently at 1995.
1995. 90s music was the best music, so I gotta say in the front.
You were not alone. Michael Jackson.
Oh. Debuted at #1?
Not shocked. Not shocked.
That's the first song to ever hit #1.
Michael Jackson
And climb.
had to climb
So-
to #1. That one debuted at #1
So there was
Shout
no
out Michael
other
Jackson,
song
the
that
king.
debuted for over 40
for 40 years.
years.
It had to
What
climb.
was the one that debuted at #1? In
It was Michael
1955. No, in 1955, which one was the one that debuted at #1?
Oh, right. Well, did it start at 1955?
Or did it start at 1995?
Oh.
Like,
No,
was
I'm not
he
saying. No, I'm saying it was the first year that they started to do the Billboard charts.
Yeah.
1955.
Bad Boy Movement, R.
It
Kelly?
never happened until now.
So R. Kelly
Oh,
wrote,
okay, got it,
R.
got it,
Kelly
got it.
wrote
Yes,
that
that never
song.
happened.
Which one?
The Michael Jackson
Yeah.
song?
Sure did.
Dang, that's crazy. Oh, Keith said that.
Yeah.
Fact check, Keith. Nah, just kidding.
R. Kelly was that dude for a little bit. He wrote
Man,
a lot of
especially in
songs.
the 90s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of a peculiar song to debut.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey,
Do you guys remember that song? Like,
I was about to say, I don't think I ever heard it. I didn't grow up on Michael Jackson, nothing like that, you know, so.
Another day is gone.
Oh, that one? Oh, okay. Yeah, right. That one to debut. You'd think it'd be something more poppy, something
Yeah.
more, you know.
And then it was like, it had like a video where it was like him and Lisa Marie.
Uh-huh.
And they were
Wanna
all,
hear the other 3?
yeah, they were all like, yeah, the other 3. Yeah, what's the other 3?
Mariah Carey, Fantasy.
Right, Carrie
Dope
Fanny. I
song.
can see that debuting #1.
Whitney Houston, Shoot You.
Dope
Whitney
song.
Houston, I don't think I heard that one.
And Mariah Carey, Boys II Men, 1 Sweet Day.
Wow.
Mariah Carey twice in
She's
1995.
bad, man.
Yeah.
She's still bad. I mean, she's still, Mariah Carey's dope.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
dope.
Yeah, she's dope.
For
She's
sure.
dope.
The
She had like a
vocals.
little, she had a season.
Yeah, she definitely did.
Yeah.
That album that she did, like the early 2000s with the We Belong Together, Don't Forget About Us, produced by JD. That
Yeah.
album is so dope. That's my favorite Mariah Carey album.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we'll go ahead and hop into the next segment, guys. Thank you for sticking with us. We're going to go ahead and jump into a segment with Marlon here with
man.
his band Tonight We Are. So we just have a few questions, you know, just answer them best
Yeah.
you can. You know, we'll just let the viewership get to know you guys a
on,
little
right
better.
on.
So my first question to you is, what genre would you consider your sound?
Oh, man.
And I ask because it sounds like a little bit of a lot mixed into one,
Yeah,
you
it
know?
is.
So
It
that's
sounds
why I
like-
asked that.
It sounds like 60s beach rock, had a baby with 90s R&B
Yeah.
at Prince's house.
At Princess House. Okay. Was it conceived in Princess House or just born?
I know
of it.
Keith is gonna,
Hello.
I know
That was-
Keith is definitely gonna love that interpretation.
That was right. Am I right or wrong? It sounds
No,
like
it does.
60s beach rock, had a baby with 90s R&B at
Uh-huh.
Prince's house.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah. See, because
that's
I get a
hilarious.
jazzy,
Yeah.
jazz and funk
Yeah.
mixed with other things that I can't put my finger on
There's that-
mixed into one.
A lot of people say, "Oh, I do music that you can't really," no, I really tried my very best. When you're from this area of the world, you have it all. You do a little bit of
Yeah.
country
Uh-huh.
because we're right here in the middle of Nashville
Yeah,
West.
exactly.
Yes.
We do a little bit of LA stuff. Because LA's right down the way. Then we get the Bay.
Bay Area.
Yeah.
We get the
Yeah, we
swing
get-
and we get the whole bada boom. And then we have our own little thing that is like not messed with anywhere. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Joe, you got a question for him?
Yeah, let me pull up the question real quick.
Leave them ostriches.
So,
Can't get over that on me either.
Oh,
so for you, what are your hobbies outside of music?
oh, cooking.
Cook-
Okay,
cooking.
dope.
Okay.
Love cooking.
Good
What
for
is your
you.
favorite meal to cook?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Chicken curry.
Oh shit.
He was ready.
Oh yeah, I do this this vegan chili that's pretty good.
Oh, I want to try that.
Okay.
I love
Pretty
vegan
good.
chili.
I like Super Toscana.
What is that? Is that
That's-
shrimp?
Super Toscana.
Okay, what's
it's
that?
like it's a coconut milk, or you can use cream or whatever, and it has
Okay.
like kale and like sausage. I use like veggie sausage,
Right.
and potatoes and all kind of like nice little stuff. It's like
Okay, I know what
frothy,
you're talking
bomb.
about.
Really, really
Okay.
good.
Bomb.
I love cooking. I'm a huge gamer. Well, not a huge gamer. I play one game in particular.
But you played a lot.
I played a lot.
Okay, what game is that?
The Binding of Isaac. It's nerd stuff.
The Binding of Isaac. Never heard of it.
You ain't never heard. of it.
PC?
Yeah, it's on PC. You get it on
Oh,
Steam.
okay, okay.
I play it on PS4, and just hanging out, man.
Uh-huh.
Basically, just
All right.
Dope.
I like
Okay. So this question I came across, I was trying to research, a good question to ask
Yeah.
you. What, and I love this question. What is the best piece of advice another musician has ever given you?
keep going.
Keep going.
Keep
Okay.
going. Don't.
That's
You're not.
it.
You're not.
Here at OMG, we like to say keep pushing.
Keep pushing.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Exactly.
there's two things. One of my favorite people on the planet, man, told me this. You know, folks were like, "Well, you should go to The Voice. You should do this. You should do that." And then I asked my boy. I was like, "Yo, what do you think?" He was like, "Who won The Voice last year?"
I don't know.
Exactly.
He was like, "Man,
You
you're
know
all
what you would have to do?
what?
Mass Singer.
Yeah, you know, but who won that last year?"
Yeah. You're
Well,
right. Yeah.
or,
Who won that?
or anything like that.
Could-
Anything that's like for the people that's on TV, it's not so much a thing for a real artist. Artists are there in their city. They talk about the times that are going on, and so that was a good advice. Another one of my boys, and
That's dope advice.
he said keep going. He said complete it, finish
Complete
it,
it. Finish it. Ooh.
Okay.
finish
I
it.
like that.
Just
I like
finish
that.
it.
So here's my question to that though. When do you know you're finished?
When you want to do more.
Oh.
That
Let it
makes
go.
a lot of
You just blew my mind because I
Yeah.
always want to do more.
Look,
Yeah.
then go do more. Go do more of other things.
Right, right.
Take whatever you finish what you did.
Uh-huh.
Let it go. Do more something else because the
Yes.
flow is real.
Uh-huh.
The flow is real. But if you get stuck and constipated on one idea,
Right.
you'll get constipated on that idea. You'll get constipated on it. You'll never finish it. You'll never master it. You'll never put
that
it out.
shit's never coming
Yes.
out.
It's never coming out. That shit's never coming out.
Right.
So in order to get your shit out, learn how to do improv, learn how to get it out, learn how to do it, get
Yeah.
it done, master it, finish it, and then be satisfied.
Yes.
Mozart didn't write one classic. He wrote a bunch of stuff. But you'll never catch that vibe if you're stuck on that one
If you're
particular
stuck on
thing.
one, trying to get that one masterpiece.
I'm trying to get that one masterpiece off. If I just get this one
Like if
beat
you
done,
just
if I just
stop,
get this
if
one.
you just stopped at Fairy Leaf and that's it.
Yeah,
Right.
no one will ever hear the Requiem or whatever, and it'll just be a whole thing. So just keep going. Just keep going. Get your stuff. And these cats are in the industry. I don't want to drop names, but they're like, they weren't just like, no. So I took
Yeah.
that and ran with it.
That's
man.
dope. Keep
Yeah.
going. That's
Keep
it.
going. And,
I like that.
And if you can microdose before a show,
Okay.
it's always good.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix, Jerry Garcia. It's always, you can see the music happening.
The notes just fly off fly off the guitar. Okay, so I'm gonna have two questions right now because I like this question. Keith actually wants to know,
Okay.
who is your favorite male R&B vocalist from the 90s?
From the 90s? Oh, man.
I can tell
Prince.
you Prince?
Yep.
Okay.
Prince.
90s Prince was dope. Diamonds and Pearls record was tight. I know all the words and all the songs, all the everything about that record. And Seven, that record Seven was dope too.
Okay.
He had the Gold Experience, that was tight. He had Raven to the Joy Fantastic, which was like 2000. And he had Crystal Ball. Prince that's the main one, but that goes without saying. Everybody says Prince, but anybody who knows me knows I was a Prince fan from day one, from
Okay.
85 all the way back to Sign of the
That's
Times, man.
right.
The first song that I ever really listened to and really loved was Sign of the Times, man. My Auntie
Okay.
June, shout out to Auntie June. We was over at my Auntie Boosie's house, and she had the tape, and she put on, in France, skinny man died of... Changed my life. And I just remember just
That's
going
dope.
like this.
That's dope. That's
And
dope.
then, you know,
See,
from then on.
for me,
then it was a wrap.
my dad introduced me to the Temptations.
Oh
when I was
Okay.
like stupid young, and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He has videotapes of me dancing as a baby.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. But my favorite, if I'm going off of straight vocals, just vocals.
In the
not-
90s.
In the 90s, and not off of their necessarily music, but just their vocal talent.
Okay.
No, this is just me. For
Right,
me,
right.
if I'm going off of that, that's what I got from the question. Mine would be Brian McKnight.
Oh yeah, Brian McKnight.
Dope.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Brian McKnight.
His voice is unique.
Brian McKnight. Well, Brian McKnight. If you ever listen to Claude McKnight, who's in this vocal group called Take Six,
Okay.
they're all they
all
have
like
that they have that McKnight sound,
Okay.
and it's. So I grew up listening to Claude McKnight,
Oh, okay.
and so I just knew Take Six. You know what? Yeah. Okay. Vocally, I still like Prince, but I like Prince for a multitude of reasons.
Right.
Yes.
Just
But
overall.
just
As an
overall,
artist,
as an
man.
artist, period. But vocally, yeah, Brian McKnight is way dope, dude. Way
Okay.
dope. Yeah.
All right.
It's like a dream come true.
And
Go.
the range.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a thing from Keith. Mine is, so what achievements do you want to accomplish in the next 5 to 10 years?
Complete and utter desirelessness.
Desirelessness. Oh my goodness gracious. Yes. I'm working on that every single day.
Period.
That
And which is kind of like a
like that.
paradox in its own.
It
You
because
know what I
when
mean?
you want, that's a desire.
That's a desire
So it's like, how do you to be, to breathe?
to be.
To be.
Yes. Just be a human being. That's what I keep saying.
human
We're human
beings.
beings. We need to just be.
Yep. Now, if you're talking about musically,
Okay.
everybody wants to change the world. Everybody wants to do this, but those you got to be prepared. Those that do change the world end up with, certain situations that they can't undo. You think of everybody who's changed the world, where are they at now?
Yeah.
they're in the
it's
coffin most
rough.
of the time.
Yeah. Honestly.
Honestly.
They're either for those that changed the world. I'm talking about
Yeah.
the Christ, the MLK, the Malcolm X,
Yeah.
the John Lennons, those
Yeah,
type of
yeah,
people. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
We're talking about
Gandhi.
Gandhi. These guys that are a threat to the powers that be
Right.
and to the dark
The
forces.
only
that are
way
taking over,
that I
man.
could say, one of the ways that I could say you can accomplish this and not necessarily change, you can change the world around you.
True.
So
Yeah.
what I mean is, like, you can move in silence and change what you can change instead of trying to change everything.
Right.
Right.
And
So
so
like
many-
it,
so
it
many
impact the
people-
people around you. Is what you're saying.
Exactly, because people try so hard. The problem I would say with those people is that they try to push their agenda on everybody.
Yeah, buddy.
And,
Yeah,
and you're
man.
not going to get everybody.
You gotta
No.
learn. You gotta
If
learn.
you impact the people around you,
you.
then I impact people around me. Then
I
Marlon
would
does his,
rather
Jesse does
be-
it. We ended up
I would
impacting
rather
all of
push
these
my
people.
I would rather push my agenda away from media altogether.
Mercy.
It's just a one-on-one,
Yeah.
actual physical contact.
We
with
were
somebody.
talking before
Yeah.
about the awakening
Yes.
that's jumping off.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? As far as like how people, it's no longer ego that wants to do it. It's happening with or without you. And I want to be a part, I want to be aware enough to
Yes.
know exactly what time it is.
Exactly.
And move in there because pretty soon, man, hey, it's not even, I don't want to say pretty soon. Eventually, we're all going to have to sit on our deathbed
Yeah.
and be one with that whole concept of going back and,
Yeah.
making it a whole thing. So 5 years, man, I want to be able to
Just be.
and be happy. No, I'm just be and not have any type of,
Yeah. Just trying to
be.
find that peace.
That peace.
That
Yeah,
peace.
inner
for sure.
peace. That's dope.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Yeah,
get
man.
into your actual song.
Yeah, we're gonna get
We
into
are.
the creative of the week. Tonight
which-
we are. Marlon, do you want to go ahead and
Introduce your song.
This is tonight we are feels like home.
quick
Yes.
backstory on it?
Quick backstory. Wrote this thing, man, as soon as I got back into town. My bass player, Fernando Montoya. Shout out to Fernando. Shout out to Tyler. Shout out to Eldamo. Shout out to Allison. My bass player, we were at the house, just kind of like rehearsing and jamming out. And he hit this bass lick, man. I said, bro, do that again, bro. And he just kind of like, I was like, do that again. And then Tyler heard it and he was like, what? I was like, do that again, bro. And then we just kept doing it. And then the backstory is just feels like home. Everybody talks about Bakersfield being such a dirty, dusty, hot ass town. It is.
It is.
However, if you're born here, man, that's home. That is, most people who say that have never left, never gone out, never lived nowhere else.
Right.
You live somewhere else, you
And
realize
the ones that do move,
yeah,
move back.
because the reason why you come back is because there's no place like home. You could go to somebody else's hometown and have the same busted, dusty, dirty ass thick shit everywhere. You know what I mean? It's all up here anyway.
Exactly.
So you come back home
of your make the best
especially
of it.
especially if you need it. Like when I came back this time, man, I needed some roots, man. I needed to get back to me. I was on my recovery path. I was on my, trying to find myself again, man. And I moved back to the block where I grew up on. I'm talking about 06, and it was just, look, bro, feels like the house.
Exactly.
And I walked outside and I was like, you know what I mean? So anyway, so that's it. Feels like home.
Feels like
There
home.
it
All
is.
right. So you guys tell us if they did the damn thing tonight. We are feels like home. Run it.
All right.
Feels like home again. Back up on my feet on solid rock again. I feel that magic. These roots are deep. I'm back up in my streets again. I'm glad I moved back. Walking in my peace, I got my groove back. Feels like home, home. Feels like home, home. Feels like home again. Back up on my feet on solid rock again. I feel that magic. These roots are deep. I'm back up in my streets again. Glad I moved back. Walking in my peace, I got my groove back. Oh, it feels like home, home. Oh, it feels like home, home. Oh, it feels like home. Oh, yes, it does. It feels just like home. Say it again, wrong, feels like home, home. Oh, yes, it does. Y'all don't understand, I've been away for too long. I'm so glad to be home. Oh, I'm walking in my peace. Oh, I'm walking in my peace. I got my groove back. Got my groove back. Oh, it feels like home. Home. Oh, it feels like home. Oh, yeah, yeah.
So glad that happened.
Man, that was dope to me. I
Shout
love
out
this
to
song.
Christian.
Yeah, shout out Christian Ramirez, man.
Yeah,
Those were
shout out,
some
bro.
beautiful shots.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful drone you got there, sir. Good job.
Man, facts. I loved it.
Yeah.
I think they did the damn thing tonight. We are did the damn thing. Of course, it's my cousin over here with the vocals, so it's all family.
Right on.
I
What you
think
think?
that they did the damn thing. I love the song. I love the lyrics, and I appreciate that you wrote that for Bakersfield.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, I feel like people here don't appreciate their roots enough. So me, I love the town. I don't see myself really living anywhere else in California, at least. outside of Bakersfield. Like, for what? Why? We got everything right here.
Yeah, and if you want to go get that LA vibe, it's 2 hours that way.
Yeah,
If you
you're
wanna
not
go get
far.
that
You're in the
San-
middle
you're
of
in the middle
everything. It's Central
everything.
California.
Yeah,
So,
I dig it. So
yeah.
yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man.
No, we thank
Straight
you.
up, man, for real.
Thank you for coming on. Yeah,
Straight up.
man, it's love.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Do you guys think Marlon and his band tonight? We are did the damn thing. You want to tell them
Man.
where to find you? We got
Yeah.
the Instagram down low.
There's the Instagram right there. Tonight we are, and follow us there. We have a thing going on the 30th
Yes.
of this month. Summerfest. It's gonna be dope. We got some other things going around the town. We'll be out here and there. We get called up and we just go on and do the thing, man.
Yeah,
When you
just
see
do
us,
the
say what's
damn
up.
thing.
We're
Yeah,
about to do the
man.
damn thing. Have us back, man. Do a
Oh,
set or whatever.
yeah, man,
Yeah,
for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Make sure you share, like, subscribe, show some love down below, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah,
We're out.
deuces.
Peace.
OMG. Where we keep going cause the party don't stop. We turn up, doing our thing, just living our lives and we don't stop. Open mind group so you know we won't flop. We on top, come to the party, you don't